Hello, this is Shay McCabe down here at Nissan at Cookeville, just giving you a walk around on this 21 Nissan Titan Pro-4x. Just to give you a little bit of a back history on this one here, I could definitely attest to this one being very, very well taken care of. This is actually one of our lead technicians' vehicles who traded it in for a brand new one a couple, I think it was the end of last month, I want to say. So again, I could say for sure this thing was very, very well taken care of. A couple things I want to point out here. So you do get the really nice Titan running boards here with a little bit of orange or red, I guess, that's in the bottom there, just adding to that Pro-4x feel of the vehicle. You do get the super, super nice rims that they have on these. I think it just adds to the aesthetic a ton. And then you have great tread on those tires there as well. Cosmetically, I don't really see much of anything on this at all. I know he lived pretty dang close to work, so with that being the case, there hasn't been a whole lot of time for him to get, you know, stone chips and things like that on the vehicle. Here you have the signature Pro-4x grille and tow hooks, which again just add to that aesthetic of the vehicle here. And then you get these really, really nice LED lights. They are crazy bright at night, and it adds such a nice, sleek, aggressive look, especially having the LED running lights. And you do get the fog lights down there as well. And then again, same thing with the rims here, and then fantastic tread on the tires. And just coming around to this side, show you a couple things here. Just I know a video, it's hard to really see everything and really pick up on the fact of, you know, cosmetics. But I could definitely say walking around this thing, man, it's damn near showroom new. Over here, you'll see on the back, you do have some little circles that are down here. Now these circles, what they are, they're backup sensors. If you start getting a little too close to something, they'll start beeping at you, just to let you know that you are getting close, which you can turn them off, because if you do plan to tow with this, it can get crazy annoying just having them beep like crazy the closer that you get. So you can turn those off. You do also have the tow hitch down here, and then the wiring harness for the connectors as well. And then you do have the backup camera right there with that signature Pro-4x grille, just adding to that aesthetic of this. Now with taking down the tailgate, let that just drop like that. You can see it does have auto dampening. So with this auto dampening, it does a couple things. One, it's a lot easier to take down and put up when you are just having one hand free, kind of like myself right now. And then for two, it doesn't just slam down, and it doesn't put extra wear or strain on the hinges through here. So it's just a longevity aspect, helps out a ton. And then you do have the spray-in bed liner back here, and then you can see it's daytime, so it's a little hard to see, but you got some lights up there. Those are going to be so you could work in the bed at night if you needed to. And then you do have the sliding rear window there as well. We get that put back up there. Come over here to the back seats. So in the back seats here, you'll see that they're pretty much like new. I don't think you ever had anybody even sit back here. You do get the Adventure Medic kit there. It's like a first aid kit essentially. And then you do have all of the all-weather floor mats down here as well. Let me try to move these out of the way a little bit just to show you. So over here you do have two smart chargers that are there in the middle. They're going to charge your phone faster than what normal ones would. And then over here you have an outlet for a cigarette lighter. And then right there you have the standard household outlet as well. And then these seats here simply pull up like this. And then underneath you got this little tray system, which would then fold out so that if you have these seats up, you still do have a nice flat surface. This also does have a lock there. So if you have like a pistol permit or a pistol, anything like that, you can lock it down there, and it makes it really nice and concealed. This over here, pull that, and that's how you then drop that down. There's also a little pull tab that's right over here. If I pull this, then the seat folds forward. You got a little bit more space back there, and that's where the jack and everything like that goes as well. Coming over here to the front of the vehicle, on the door handle you have a little button right here. This is keyless entry, so if the car was locked and you hit that button and you just have the key on your person, that's going to then unlock it. And then if it is unlocked and you hit that button, it will then lock it from there. And then into the mirror, right here there's a little icon that's going to be for your blind spot monitors. That is on both sides. And then you do have a defrosting side view mirror as well. Here you'll see you have a full power adjustable seat, forwards, backwards, up, down, recline, lower lumbar, pretty much every way but left and right. And something that I find is really cool is if you pull right here on the very front, I don't know if you can pick that up in the video very well, but this side goes up and down. So it'll make you not feel so much like you're sitting in bleachers at a school or something like that, and just helps for your comfortability all the way through. And then over here you have power locks, windows, mirrors, the whole nine from here. And then he had installed these little brush guards here just to, you know, save some wear and just make it a little bit nicer for longevity purposes. Over here you have your automatic headlights and your fog lights there. This here is to turn on the inverter for the household outlet, a cargo lamp to turn on in the back, and then here is a positioning for your headlights. So this is really nice if you do plan to tow and you have your truck, you know, pretty squatted down in the back, your lights are going to be shining way up. So you can adjust that and then angle the lights down so you can still see right out in front of you. Being this is a Pro-4x, you do get the electronic locking rear axle and then a downhill descent control. And then over there is going to be your e-brake as well. A brightness and a dim for the dash and a trip reset here also. Now, speaking about the comfortability of the seats, hopping in here real quick. So one, you have all the different adjustments you can use for these, but for two, I think these are the most comfortable seats you can possibly get in a vehicle. They're zero gravity seats, so when you sit in them in the right positioning, they can actually reduce stress the longer you drive. So it hits about 18 different pressure points on your back. Just makes it to be a really, really comfortable ride all the way through, no matter how long you're driving for. Over here you have a source button that's going to be for AM, FM, Bluetooth, Sirius. This one right here is going to correlate to the screen that's up there on the front. You have volume up and down and a seek and a scan, and then you have your Bluetooth functionality right there. Here you have your cruise control portion. So this does have intelligent cruise control. There's a little black box that's up here. This black box has a camera that's constantly looking out in front of you to use all of your different safety features like lane assistance, forward collision assistance, pedestrian detection, as well as this feature here. So kind of hard to show you at a stop sometimes here, but let me give you a show. So where it says distance, you can go from 3 to 2 to 1 and then back up to 3. Those are each going to be a car length essentially. So if you had it set to 2 and 70 miles an hour and you're just on your cruise going along, some guy pulls out in front of you like they always do, going less than your speed. Once you get within 2 car lengths, you're just going to pace whatever speed they're going at. You don't have to hit your brakes. You don't have to reset your cruise or anything. And then as soon as they either go up to 70 or higher or just get out of your way, your cruise is going to know that nobody's there, and then it's just going to take you right back up to your 70 pacing speed. You also will see that there's a highway speed sign there that works with that black box that's up there as well, and that's going to tell you the most recent speed limit sign that it had read, so you're not going to be going down one of them back roads anymore and not really know what the speed is, because the car will be able to tell you as long as it's read it. As far as the exact odometer, 12,410 miles. And then up here you got some of them safety features for lane assistance and blind spot monitors. You can go into your settings to turn each and every one of those off if you would like to. I know some people like them, some people don't, but it is really nice that they give you the option to turn those on or off. Here on the shifter you have a tow mode. If you do plan to tow and then you use this mode, it's going to reduce your shifts while going up hills and pulling a load so you don't get stuck at a very, too high of a gear where you can't have that torque and pull to get up those hills. And then if you wanted to, you could also manual shift this as well. This is a full push button start, and while I talk about the push button start, I'll also show you the key. It does have remote start, so you can do remote starts from your key. And then here you have a 2-wheel drive, 4 high, which you can switch on the fly, and then 4 low you'd want to be stopped for, but you can switch that there with that button as well. Now the screen up here, I think they do fantastic. A video is not going to do it justice. This whole thing up here is glass, really, really good pixel density. It doesn't look chintzy or anything like that. It gives you a really crisp styling and look. Everything works very fast and very responsive. And then you can see here this does have built-in navigation, which is not a monthly subscription or anything like that. Once you have it, you're pretty much set and good to go. Just to show you the menu here, this is your main home screen where you can go through and really get to whichever screen or setting you would want to get to. Volume up, volume down, and a mute if you press it in. And then over here is going to be to adjust bass, middle, treble, balance, fade. And then if you just twist it like this, that'll be a seek and a scan as well. Over here you have your climate control settings, which it does have dual climate control and an auto feature. Auto feature is super nice. If you have it set to 65 and hit auto, it's just going to keep you set there like a thermostat in a house, rather than having to choose how much fan, how little fan, how hot, how cold. Car's just going to keep you set there, so you don't have to be messing with the climate control or anything like that while you're driving. Here's where you can turn off those parking sensors, traction control, and then your full Safety Shield 360. And then you have your hazard lights there as well. And then here you do have two more fast chargers, a USB-A and a USB-C. Over here you'll see you do have a dual-in cup holder, and then these do just pop right out, so then you can have all this room inside. And you'll see that you also have these different positions here where you can move where you want to have that cup holder put in the vehicle. Over here you got a humongous console in here with the original owner's manual. And then this seat here, very, very good condition. I don't see any scratches, wear marks, anything like that. Up here you do have functionality for your lights, and then popping this down, you do have a spot for sunglasses. Now this is actually a really big area. A lot of vehicles are not, so you really can't ever fit a lot of glasses in there. This one should be able to fit most all of them. And then here on the mirror, you have some buttons for a garage door opener. So if you do have a garage at your house, you can program that to the garage door to use that. Inside the middle console here, this piece does come out, and you have a huge amount of room down there, as well as another place that you can use one of those cigarette lighter adapters for another phone charger. And then over here you'll see you got a couple places for pens right over here, and then you have a spot over here for credit cards or business cards as well. So no, it's a little bit longer of a vehicle, but I wanted to answer all the questions that you might have in case we do end up delivering this vehicle to you. If you do watch this video and find you have a couple more questions, just feel free to let me know, and I'm going to round this off just by showing you the backup camera here. And then you got that little blue line that's right there in the middle. That's going to be directly positioned up to your hitch. That way you never have to have any guessing games. You know that you're going to be set perfectly for whatever it is you're towing behind you from there. But like I said, if you have any other additional questions, just feel free to reach out and let me know. Otherwise, I'll get this sent over to you. Thank you.